Coming up tonight at 6, concerns over a viral social media trend have some Northland parents keeping their kids home from school today. Plus, a former Duluth police chief is leaving his new post. What Gordon Ramsay has planned next. And buckle up, we'll take you live to the Duluth airport where a very unique contest is helping kick off 2 new direct flights.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Briggs LaSavage. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. A concerning social media trend has some parents keeping their kids home from school today. The TikTok trend urged people to call in threats to schools and prompted several districts nationwide, including in Minnesota, to cancel classes today. Joining us now is CBS3's Quinn Gorham. Quinn, what do authorities have to say about these threats?
Well, Briggs, first of all, there have been no actual school shootings, thankfully, or acts of extreme violence reported across the U.S. today. The Minnesota Department of Safety said they never had any reason to believe that any actual violence would come of the challenge, but law enforcement across the state reported 29 threats, with more than half coming in the last 24 hours. In Cloquet, the school district sent an email last night notifying parents of the trend, even though district leaders said they didn't have any evidence to suggest any act of violence would happen. Several parents chose to keep their kids home out of an abundance of caution. One of those parents was Jill Wartner, who kept her 3 daughters, ages 7, 12, and 16, home from school today, just to be safe. Wartner says she talked to each of her kids about it and thinks it's important to be open with them about things like this.
I think anytime anyone makes any kind of comment, picture, something, that it's should be taken seriously. So having those conversations so they're aware of their surroundings and also aware of what other people are doing, I think are very important.
Cloquet Public Schools had police patrols monitoring school buildings district-wide throughout the day today. TikTok leaders also tweeted today that they had not found any content promoting violence at schools, but they did find videos discussing the rumor and warning others to stay safe. They're working with law enforcement to kind of address the rumors.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Quinn. And Cloquet superintendent told us that he urged parents with questions about the district's safety protocols today to contact them with any of those questions. Thank you, Quinn. Meanwhile, Wisconsin's Attorney General is reminding people about a tool to keep schools safe. Speak Up, Speak Out is a school threat reporting system for Wisconsinites. It launched back in September of 2020. The app is a 24/7 one-stop place for anyone to report school safety concerns, including mental health crises. You can report any concerns online or at that number on your screen. Well, Dave joins us now for a quick look at weather. Dave, it was certainly cold out there today.
Yeah, and the colder weather that came in behind our snowstorm has been making it a little bit difficult to get the roads back into prime condition. So if you do have an evening run to make, if you're getting up towards the iron ranges, we still have some scattered slippery spots drivers should be cautious about. The heart of our region, though, Twin Ports and Point South in Minnesota and even Wisconsin, doing pretty good there, marked off by the green conditions. But towards the snow belt, once you get out of Ashland and head towards the UP, still some slippery spots there to tangle with as well. So, as always, drive cautiously, especially since there's a chance for some replenishing snow to come around here tonight. Doppler and satellite shows a little bit of light snow forming to our west. That's in association with the low pressure system that's going to be bringing us, I do believe, a 40% chance for light snow around the region tonight through early tomorrow morning. Accumulations will be very light, but even light snow can make roads slippery. Cloud cover increasing tonight increases temperatures. Lows will be in the upper teens, but that two-edged sword means Saturday afternoon when we try to clear, our high temps will only be in the upper teens. Will we perk up temperature-wise for Sunday? I'll show you what temperatures will do over the weekend with my 7-day forecast a little bit later here in the news.
All right, thank you, Dave. A first for the Duluth International Airport. Tonight, they're launching 2 new nonstop flights. Sun Country will now fly from Duluth to both Phoenix and Fort Myers. Flights take off on Mondays and Fridays, and the first flight to Fort Myers leaves at 7:10, just about an hour from now, while the first trip to Phoenix is scheduled to depart at 9:25 tonight. Airport reps say there's a demand for more flights, especially to warmer destinations, and so far, they said bookings on these new options have been pretty good. Officials hope this expansion will help the airport recover from the pandemic financially. Previously, you could only fly out of Duluth to Minneapolis or Chicago. And right now, the airport is throwing a very unique launch party to celebrate the addition, one that could have you hopping on a plane at a moment's notice. CBS 3's Rob Coles joins us live from that party. Rob, you still have your suitcase out there. I heard there was a winner picked for the first flight just a little bit ago.
Yeah, Briggs, we've got our suitcases packed. The winner is downstairs checking her suitcases. So this is the Pack Your Bag and Go celebration here at DLH. Here's how it all works. Everybody here has their bags packed to travel. About 15 minutes ago, and then in another half hour, Sun Country did drawings for lucky pairs to win trips to either Fort Myers or Phoenix. Now, the reason they had their bags packed is because whoever gets on those flights is leaving tonight on those first Sun Country flights that are out tonight. Now, I am here with two what they thought were going to be travelers. They didn't win, spoiler alert, but they are here anyway. Now, the winner is named Anna Johnson. I'm here with Ann Amblin. It was a real award show moment. Ann thought she was going to win, and then it was a different person. But Ann, tell me, what made you enter the drawing tonight?
Well, Linda just said it was going on and we should do it. What if? So we just decided to do it, and the anticipation leading up to it for the last couple of weeks, we were just, what if?
All right, and then I'm here with Linda Hansen as well. Linda, what is it about the weather in Minnesota in the winter that made you want to escape it for a couple of days?
Well, it was just the sheer excitement of doing it, and sometimes, I think we all learn life is short. And even though it's crazy to go the week before Christmas, we were looking for an adventure, and we were hoping it was going to be us. And when they said, I'm like, ding it, we were so close.
Many movie stars know exactly how you felt tonight. Now, let me ask you, you did not win, but did you have a good time tonight?
We did. And the thing that Duluth International Airport and Sun Country came up with this promotion, I think it's fantastic. It's great for this community. Direct flights out of here to Florida and to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Parade.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Now, basically, the way this works, so the two lucky pairs that win tonight, they are not just getting the airfare, they're also getting 3 nights of hotel accommodations in those warm cities. And just for comparison's sake, I think we learned earlier it was going to be about 19 degrees tomorrow as a high in Duluth. Fort Myers, it's 86. Phoenix, they say it's going to be almost 70.
Oh, my gosh. I can't imagine that anticipation for Anna and Ann. Oh, my gosh. But there, as you mentioned, still another chance for someone else to win there. When are they doing that next round, Rob?
Yes, so the next one is for Phoenix, which, again, is going to be very nice. That one is going to happen at 6:30 tonight, and then the flight that takes off is going to be a little bit after 9.
All right, well, crossing our fingers for them again. That's our Rob Coles reporting live from the airport tonight. Thank you, Rob. Well, new at 6, Northland airports are getting a share of more than $9 million in grant money. Those federal dollars are being distributed among 29 airports in Minnesota. Duluth International will get $1.6 million. Range Regional and Hibbing is set for a little more than $1 million. And Sky Harbor Airport, Elm Park Point, and Ely Municipal will each see about $159,000 each. We have a full list of other airports that are getting funding on our websites. And a new charter air service will soon be operating out of Hibbing's Airport. The Chisholm-Hibbing Airport Authority recently signed a lease agreement with Premium Air. Along with private charter service, the company will offer flight lessons, too. The Airport Authority is also putting up a 21,000 square foot hangar at Range Regional, which is expected to be built in the spring. There was no immediate word on how much that will cost, but a couple state agencies and the Airport Authority helped fund the project. A former Duluth police chief is leaving his post in Kansas. Chief Gordon Ramsey announced on Facebook today that he plans to leave the Wichita Police Department in March. He's been the chief there since 2016 when he left Duluth. Ramsey was on the Duluth police force for 20 years, leading it for 10 of them. He says he made this decision because he wants to spend more time with his kids, who are now 11 and 14. As for his next steps professionally, Ramsey told our sister station in Wichita that he's still figuring that out.
There's a lot of different opportunities that I'm looking at and really have not made any solid decisions on anything. Other than that, I want to be closer to my family.
Ramsey's family is still living here in Minnesota. He says his father turns 90 next week. A former suburban Minneapolis police officer took the stand today in her trial for the shooting of a young black man. Kim Potter is charged with manslaughter in Dante Wright's death in Brooklyn Center last April. She says she meant to fire her taser, but mistakenly grabbed her gun. Potter took the stand in her own defense and sobbed as she described the moment she fired the fatal shot at the 20-year-old.
I remember yelling, "Taser, taser, taser," and nothing happened. And then he told me I shot him.
Under cross-examination, Potter agreed that she had received hundreds of hours of training during her 26-year career and that she did not see a weapon on Wright. Authorities have identified the Babbitt man who died in a rollover crash. According to the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, it happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon in Morris Township on Highway 21 North. Authorities say George Amatrano lost control of his pickup and rolled into the ditch. The 74-year-old died at the scene, and the Sheriff's Office says slippery road conditions played a role. Still to come on Live Local, CBS 3, with the cold weather setting in, snowmobilers are gearing up to hit the trails. How a longer ride could be possible in Duluth. Next.
Well, our snow total for the month of December, 9.7 inches so far, about a half-inch shy of normal. We could make that up, though, overnight tonight with a small low-pressure system coming through. Will that be the only low to come to call for the next 7 days? We'll take a look together coming up after our break.
On behalf of St. Luke's and the Greater Downtown Council, please support our local businesses this holiday season. They are vital to the health of our community.
With a unique variety of shops and restaurants, there's something for everyone at Fitkers. Fitkers. Shop, eat, sleep.
Experiencing the Christmas season at Glensheen is a family favorite tradition of many. Glensheen has 25 Christmas trees, over 25 hidden elves, and hundreds of feet of garland, so you're sure to be immersed in the holiday cheer.
Welcome to Huckleberry. We are the ultimate in personalized gifts, cards, and packaging. Let us help you customize the perfect gift. It will only look like you spent hours preparing. Stop in to see how we support local makers.
Show your love and shop local. Wishing you winter wellness on behalf of everyone at St. Luke's.
Calling all Bulldogs. Do you consider yourself a die-hard UMD Bulldog fan? Send a picture of you or you and your crew all decked out in your Bulldog attire for a chance to be the My9 Sports Bulldog Fan of the Week. Follow the My9 Sports Facebook page and post your pictures there to be entered into our weekly random drawings. Each Fan of the Week will be showcased in our My9 Sports UMD Athletics Broadcast of the Week. The My9 Sports Bulldog Fan of the Week is brought to you by the Duluth Tap Exchange.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear. Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
We've got new information now explaining why.
Why should ordinary Americans care what's happening here in Ukraine?
Deep divisions remain.
Elizabeth, why did they kick you out?
They are expecting public unrest.
Why are they releasing these videos now?
Police are pushing us back.
We found one hell of a story of survival.
That's why you have to do your own research to get to the truth.
Wednesday, it's a star-studded event.
We're talking about the Kennedy Center Honors.
Paying tribute to America's best. Lorne Michaels, Joni Mitchell, Berry Gordy, Justino Diaz, and Bette Midler.
I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
With special guest appearances and musical performances from today's biggest names in entertainment. Join David Letterman.
You folks, of course, know me from TikTok.
The Kennedy Center Honors, Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Lunch with the meteorologist. And those are always delicious. Taking a look at our weather headlines here. For our short-term forecast, there's a 40% chance for light snow coming around tonight. from a very weak low pressure system, nowhere near as potent as the one that we had just the other day. Once we get into Saturday afternoon, we could have some sunshine around for a couple of hours, but already by Sunday, clouds will go back up. Temperatures will be near normal. Now, Sunday may be the only day with near normal temperatures, and the clouds that come on Sunday may not yield any precip. It'll be fairly dry and fairly cool for much of the week ahead, and we can figure that out together, of course, by eyeing up the 7-day forecast in a bit. Right now, we have the currents coming in from the airport. In Duluth, it's 84% for the relative humidity. Southerly wind at 6 miles per hour is with us, and 30.35 inches of mercury is our barometric pressure at the surface on the higher side, but with another low coming across for about 12 hours or so, barometer readings will go down. Temperature readings may actually try to increase overnight or hold steady because of the increasing clouds. So what we have right now in the UP, 16 to 17, may linger by and stick around through tomorrow morning. Current numbers for Wisconsin folks, anywhere from 14 in Solon Springs to 20 on La Pointe, and 16s for Hayward, Ashland, and Superior are, of course, in the middle of the pack. Minnesota numbers have dipped down into the single digits along the Canadian border, but 10 to 14 for the rest of the state. Tomorrow's high temps, probably upper teens, after low temps in the upper teens for most places. Current Doppler map, clouds have filtered back into the region. They had broken up this morning and we got a little bit of sunshine, but now they're coming back again in advance of a low pressure system that's pushing some very light snows into western parts of Minnesota. So that low, it's a trough of lower pressure, not quite a full-fledged circular cyclone, but it's still got enough lift to bring a 40% chance for snow from about 10 o'clock tonight through early tomorrow morning. Probably not that much snow at all. The latest runs of the computer models indicate Minnesota and Wisconsin might get about a trace to an inch. Our friends from the South Shore Snowbelt, they might get 1 to 2 inches, doubling things up there. And then that's about it, well, for what we'll get precip-wise, at least for a little while. So looking at our weekend forecast here, once we get into Saturday afternoon, the clouds will try to break up and the snow chances will be departing. We move into Sunday, though, and the clouds come back again, but precip doesn't come back. That stays up north. High temperatures go towards normal, which is mid-20s here, but that may be the only day we stay in the mid-20s. By Monday, we cool back again and stay that way for the rest of the week. So now, let's eye up the rest of that week with our 7-day forecast. Tonight in Minnesota, could be as cool as 8 near International Falls and as warm as 22 on Park Point in Minnesota. 40% chance for the light snow. Wisconsin and Michigan, they get a 40% chance for light snow as well. Low temps there about 12 to 19. For tomorrow, daytime highs, keeping in mind the normal is 24. Wisconsin, Michigan should go 20 to 25. Early flurries in the morning, then clearing in the afternoon. Minnesota will share in that forecast as well, with inland highs, mid-teens perhaps, lower 20s by the lake, early flurries, then clearing. But the clearing of Saturday afternoon goes back towards mostly cloudy on Sunday. Temperatures of 24 will be close to normal. The rest of the week, though, a little bit cool for the highs and for the lows. And as far as more snow chances go, flurries could come to call on Tuesday and maybe follow up again next Friday.
All right, thanks, Dave. An old snowmobile trail reopened in Duluth today, connecting the St. Louis River corridor trails to the Hermantown trail system. Duluth's Parks and Rec leaders held a ribbon cutting with the Hermantown Night Riders this afternoon. The restored trail runs above the Fairmont and Norton Park neighborhoods. The trail restoration features new culverts, erosion repair, and a new bridge. Trail coordinator Dale Reno says a lot of snowmobile groups will use the bridge in the years to come, and the views make the hard work worth it.
Hikers and bikers and snowmobiles and everybody's going to be able to use the bridge, and it crosses a beautiful stream here. So.
Volunteers with Hermantown Night Riders helped to restore the trail. Money for the project came from both the Minnesota DNR and city funds. But before riders can get out and enjoy the new trail system, Reno says we could still use a bit more snow. 2 white-tailed deer at a Wisconsin hunting ranch tested positive for CWD. The 200-acre farm is in Portage County in the central part of the state. Its 370 deer are now under quarantine while state and federal agencies investigate. Wisconsin regulates deer farms in an effort to curb the spread of that fatal brain disease. So Duncan Goldberg joins us now. Duncan, what's going on in sports tonight?
Well, Duluth native, we're talking about him once again. C.J. Ham, he's having a fantastic season with the Vikings. We'll catch up on what he's doing. It was a little fun in the snow that we don't have much of, with Pratt athletes hitting the trails for some Nordic skiing.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
This year, Santa's got his naughty, nice, and now his shop local list. With a unique variety of shops and restaurants, there's something for everyone at Fichtger's. And for business or leisure, Fichtger's Inn is Duluth's premier lakefront getaway. Fichtger's. Shop, eat, sleep.
It's here. Our hearty and homestyle menu is back, starting at just $8.99. Enjoy our classic pot roast dinner, pot roast stroganoff, fajita breakfast quesadilla, and more. And treat the family to a delicious fresh-baked pie from Perkins Holiday Bake Shop. Take one home or order online at perkinstogo.com.
School visits are an important part of kind of being part of the community outside of the TV station here. When I was in 6th grade, that's when I learned meteorology was it for me. Being on the other side of that now, for me being able to kind of pursue that, it's important for me to then be able to get back into the community. If I can go into a classroom and get just one person who was interested, or just one person who, you know, leaves there knowing like, wow, I learned something new today. For me, I did my job, and that means a lot to me.
Watch meteorologist Caitlin Moffat weekdays at 5 a.m.
I know, but Mom, don't skip your recommended vaccines. They help protect you against certain diseases, so ask your doctor or pharmacist about any recommended vaccines you may need. Skip the other stuff instead, like, I don't know.
Skip the pants. Huh?
They're already doing that.
Nice.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Cully.
Yeah, so skip one of those mini Zoom parties. No, Mom, no. Not our Zoom party. I lost her.
CBS3 Newsroom, this is Kristen.
The snow may not be falling yet, but we'll bring you to Duluth.
Is encouraging safe
30 in the morning. Winter summer long visits to talk about.
Multiple departments on scene. We'll take you there live now.
I remember my son was going to grow up without a father.
I didn't think someone at 23 could be diagnosed with breast cancer.
I was probably the healthiest I had been in my life.
Early detection of a melanoma saved my life.
I survived testicular cancer because of early detection.
I survived cancer not once but twice because of early detection.
During the pandemic, you may have delayed or canceled routine cancer screenings. It's time to get those appointments back on the books. Early detection saves lives.
This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Rare to see this time of year, but there aren't many Nordic ski trails open around Minnesota right now. Only a handful of facilities with artificial snowmakers are rolling, and Spirit Mountain happens to be one of them. The Grand Avenue Nordic Center hosted a prep meet this morning, starting with the boys 5K freestyle. The best time of the day belonged to Ian Morse of Duluth East, 13 minutes and 17 seconds. The senior laid down a pace of 2:39 a kilometer. His teammate James Kais was in second. In third was Proctor Herman Town's Aiden Van Stratton, carrying some speed off the hill right there, about 54 seconds back of the lead pace. Duluth East, Carl Morse was in fourth, and Oliver Meitke was fifth. A great day for the Greyhounds. East also won the race as a team with the best four finishers. Mora was second, and Proctor Hermantown, they were in third. In the girls' race, Duluth East Lily Brown was fourth off the starting line, but passed all three skiers that were sent out in front of her. She was flying out there. A time of 15 minutes, 38 seconds, put her on top of the podium in first. Just 12 seconds behind her, with a pace of 3 minutes and 10 seconds per kilometer, was Proctor Hermantown's Della Bettendorf, she's just a freshman. Duluth East had the next 4 finishers in Jenna Johnson, Liesel Kopschafer, and Lydia Cracker and Rowan Bixler. So as you can probably guess, Duluth East came in first place in the girls' race as well, followed by Proctor Hermantown and Cloquet Esco Carleton. They were in third. In the following weeks, it seemed like COVID struck every team in the NBA besides the Minnesota Timberwolves. However, that ended today. Wolves star Anthony Edwards has entered the NBA's health and safety protocols, meaning Ant will miss tonight's game against the Los Angeles Lakers. But Edwards is vaccinated, so he could test out if he produces a negative test in the coming days. The second-year guard is averaging 22 points per game to go along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Forward Taurean Prince also tested positive for COVID today and is out tonight against the Lake Show. And you may have heard this one before, but Minnesota Vikings fullback C.J. Ham is from Duluth, and the Denfeld alum is having a fantastic season for the Purple. Ham may be having his best season as a Minnesota Viking in his 5th year. Ham is currently graded as the 3rd best fullback in the NFL, according to Pro Football Focus. Ham has been a jack of all trades all year long for the Vikes. His run blocking and pass blocking has been superior, while his playmaking in the receiving game, as you can see right there, has been some of the best. And Ham is always ready for whatever position he is thrown into.
Yeah, it's fun. It's ball. You know, I just want to be the best football player I can be. And whether that's me lining up at the wing position, tight end, running back, wide receiver, whatever it is, you know, I'm just trying to get my job done and trying to do it at a high level. I'm just looking at whatever my job is. You know, putting myself in, you know, in that position. You know, when I'm watching film, I'm putting myself in the different positions that I know that we have plays, and you know, making sure I know what to do in that position.
Ham and the Vikes will be back on the field Monday night in Chicago, taking on the Bears. And make sure you tune back in tonight at 10 for a full slate of hoops highlights, multiple big-time showdowns across the Northland, and boys prep hoops with Duluth East hosting Bloomington Jefferson, Esco hosting Superior, and Northwestern battling St. Croix Central. Then in girls hoops, Northwestern travels to Superior, plus both the UMD men and women on the road battling Northern State. We got a whole lot of hoop action tonight.
Yeah, real busy. It was fun to see, too, the Nordic skiing highlights. Yeah. My brother and sister skied for Duluth East back in the day, so I remember going out and watching some of those races.
I heard it was cold this
morning.
So.
Real cold, real fun, though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Thanks, Duncan. Well, before we go, a Sawyer County resident was honored today for his service to community members this year. Christopher Heedley was given the 87th Assembly District's First Responder of the Year award. Heedley has served numerous communities around Sawyer County for more than 40 years now. Several nominations noted that he is continuously the first firefighter on scene. A big congratulations to him. And Dave, a lot of us dealing with some kind of treacherous road conditions out there tonight that hopefully first responders won't have to respond to.
They're not perfect yet. We're still rebuilding from the snow earlier in the week. So frankly, for the iron ranges and for the snow belt, travel cautiously. The center of our region's doing okay, good driving conditions. But a chance for light snow tonight could slick things up again through tomorrow morning. A 40% chance for a trace to an inch or so of snow by about 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Then partial sunshine Saturday afternoon. High temp at 19 is a little cooler than normal. 24 on Sunday is normal with a cloudy sky. Then the week ahead, just a little bit cooler than that.
All right, thanks, Dave. We'll see you back here at 10.